Alright, so you've heard of MAGA, but no one really talks about MAVGA, Make Valorant Great Again. So this evening I'm going to be going through the 5 ways to make Valorant great again, or just make the actual game fun again. Because right now it's about as fun as wading through a pile of chicken shit in the Russian winter. Alrighty, let's get into it. At number 5, we have what I call the meta nuke. So currently we're sitting at this. This is the state of the new Valorant agent releases. So like the releases will be like, oh, we got this new agent. She's from like Thailand. She like is a Starbucks barista. Next agent coming up is gonna be like a Bangladeshi witchcraft doctor who's got parents from like Eastern Ukraine. I'm not sure exactly like, but it's just like, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's like one new agent every like 10 years or so. Trying to keep it interesting. But let me show you my vision for what needs to be the next agent release. All right. So I want the new agent release to look like this. Like I want Santa. I want Chinoa. I want FaZe, Hecate. Dude, they even got like Sentinel Ben in here. And also Tej, who's like Jet's alter ego. She just like sits still instead of dashing. She actually cannot move at all throughout the entire round. Alright, all jokes aside, what do I actually mean by this? I think in the current state of Valorant, it is just boring to release one agent at a time. This is why this is at number 5. It might be the hottest take on the list. But as you all know, as soon as one agent gets released, they're either the most horseshit character of all time or the most broken character of all time. And in either case, you're either going to see it in 0% of games or 100% of the games, and it usually does not change the meta. There's still going to be Jets opping, there's still going to be Chambers opping on every corner. Clove is going to be in every single ranked game running it down. You get the idea. So what I actually want to see from Valorant, I want them to take risks, bro. Like I feel like when Valorant first released and it was like the CS competitor, it was so cool because it was like a risky new IP. They're like, ooh, is this going to like destroy CS? They're like adding many new agents, maps. It's kind of going crazy. Everyone was excited to get into it. Now it's just stagnated. So I think it'll be cool if they just released like fuck it, like 10 new agents at the same time and just destroy the entire meta. And like, yes, like there's going to be some disgusting metas that evolve. There's probably going to be like a couple agents that just break the entire game. But like who cares, dude? Like it's a game. Like we want to have fun. Just change it up, make it interesting for people to play. I know I've been getting kind of bored with the game recently, but if they release like 10 agents at the same time, you bet your ass I'm getting back in the game and I'm grinding that every day because that's just, it's so much content, fun, new things you can do, creativity, etc. Even if they don't have like Sentinel Ben or Marino, like I'll still play. But yeah, you get the idea. Alrighty, at number 2 we have what I like to call profile drip. So let me bring you an example. All right, does anyone recognize this? Anyone recognize this type of profile? Oh wait, I think it's by a company called Riot Games. I'm not sure how they're like related to Valorant, but maybe somewhat related at least. So I'll bring this up because I know it's not the best profile drip, but it's the exact same company theoretically that makes this game, and it's already leagues above what Valorant has to offer. Like, so we're looking at someone's profile here. We have a POV of like the colonoscopy doctor prepping you for the intrusion, should I say? And then we got some like banners, we got profile trophies, we got your best character, we got how toxic you are in the game. There's just so many things to look at. It's fun to display. It makes your profile feel more alive. Now let me show you Valorant's equivalent. Granted, this is not the profile screen, but I think you get the idea. It's just like the only way I can describe the current way that Valorant portrays your profile, or like allows you to have like, you know, personalization, creativity with what type of player you are, which characters you like to play. Is just like that like air horn, like ship siren. It's just so boring, bland, awful. I'm trying to think what you even see if you look at your profile. I don't think you can even see anything, to be honest. It just shows like your act ranked, and it's like in a blue color, and that's about it. Alright, I don't think there's much else to say here. I think the UI team just needs to get their thumb out of their ass and stop making recolored skins for like minimum wage at 24 hours a day, and this will be like a very, very good change for the game, just to bring some life back into it. Alrighty, at number 3, we have maybe another controversial point. I call this the issue with the ranks. Alright, so we look at this guy, he's fighting in the trenches right now, and he briefly saw the promised land. Well, it's not even the promised land, it's like a promised land like on the horizon of platinum in the trenches of gold. But this is his entire profile. This is who this man is. When I look at this person, I'm just like, this guy's in the trenches, he's a plat player, he's a gold player. Let me show you what my vision is for this game. Now this is what I want to see in this game. Alright? Take a good look at this. You see I'm like a professional UI designer, so you can see I put a lot of effort into this. But the point I wanted to get across is I think this would just make the game so much interesting, more interesting. It would give me a reason to play again. It would give many people a reason to play and get better at the game. What I'm talking about is separate ranks for each role. Why is this not in the game? We want duelist rank, we want controller rank, we want initiator rank, we want sentinel rank. This way you can work on different roles. You can be a specialist if you want and say like, fuck all the other roles, I'm only a controller, or I only play arena every single day, so I'm going to be a duelist main and just look at my duelist rank. But this also rewards players that are more full players. It also gets rid of the problem where ACS is extremely skewed towards duelists. Duelists are usually the ones that carry games and are usually higher rank because of that. I think this just needs to happen. Not only does it need to happen, it should happen because it's fun. This is like a fun thing that people want. And if you don't want it, you should want it because this improves the game in every possible way. Alright, number 2 is something I call gun progression. And I mentioned this in a previous video of the current state of Valorant Ranked, and this is kind of why I wanted to make this video, because I thought that last video did pretty well, and I wanted to elaborate on these ideas. So let me bring something up for you. Alright, what is this? Contrary to what you might believe, this is actually not the balance sheet for a hedge fund at Morgan Stanley, alright? This is actually some random guy on the internet that just made a spreadsheet of every possible skin, I believe it's in Black Ops or something, and how to get it, and like how hard it is, and what skin you get. And the reason I bring this up is, this is not even like the game. This is just skins that people want to unlock. I know from, you know, personal friends, and like my boy does, the only reason he even plays COD at this point is to unlock skins. And I know people are like grinding for gold camo, people grinding for blackout, or whatever that last one is called. I don't play too much COD anymore, but it's called like Galaxy or something. Whatever. Correct me in the comments. You know what it is. But that's a reason many people still play the game. Does anything like this exist in Valorant?
Hell nah, bruh.
So here's another example. This is like a tracker someone made. It also shows like, you know, some certain gun that's in the game, in COD for example, and then what the things are you have to do is you get different versions of the gun, different camos, like you get eliminations, headshots, multi-kills. Basically it's things that make the game fun, or achievements you can work towards that reward you in some cool way, and you can show it off to your friends and other players in the lobby. So let me show you with my professional UI design what I think Valorant can strive for in this regard. Alright, there you go. That's it, I'm done. So imagine Valorant had a system like this. I know they're like the most greedy, like corporate suits of all time, and they just want to pump out 300 skins per second. And so maybe they're a little bit resistant to the idea of unlocking skins based on like actual progression in the game, like most other games. But say for example, they can still tie it to monetization. Like you still want to earn your bag, right? Alright, I get it. So why don't you just release skins like the Prime Vandal, for example? And then the more you use that skin, you unlock the variations, or you get headshots with skins. Like imagine like the Reaver bundle, you get like 100 headshots with the Reaver bundle, and you get like a Grim Reaper inspect animation or something. Like that would be sick. And that would also make people want to buy the skins, because it has like progression that makes the game fun. Why is this not in the game? No one knows. Alright, so the final one is what I call character progression. This is probably one of the more important things. So let me bring up another like small indie competitor company. I can't remember the exact name of this game, but I think it's also somehow like closely related to Riot Games. So I'm not sure why this isn't in Valorant, but let me just show you guys here. So this is like the end game screen for some player that's a Riven main, and as you can see, like Valorant does, it shows you like the amount of RPE or RR or whatever you gain. It shows you like how well you performed. But then there's other things, like look at this. Like what is this? This is mastery of the character. In League, you can actually show other people how much you've played a character and how well you've played a character. Isn't that like a crazy idea? Alright, how about this stuff? Oh, it's like actually tracking stats that are character specific that you can show off to other people. That's kind of fun. That makes it worthwhile to play certain characters. You can show off, you know, various achievements. So let me show you my vision for the Valorant version of this. Alright. So here we go. Imagine like at the end of a Valorant game, this is what you saw. Instead of just the like -20 like RR blue screen, that's like not very fun to look at. You saw something like this. This is like a Phoenix player, shows you the total damage you did in the game. Maybe you have like progressive unlocks, like you've done 10,000 damage as Phoenix, and then you get like a cool profile banner that's like on fire or something, because it shows everyone you're like a Phoenix Zemon. It shows like how many enemies you flash, it shows like how many teammates you've like team killed with their moddies and like griefing people. I think this would just be a fun addition to the game. Valorant, please hire me as a UI designer, because as you can see, I've already improved your game substantially, and I expect royalties from this video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, leave a like, subscribe. Bye.